Hello folks, today we are talking about AI influencers. So why create an AI influencer? Good question. To my mind is a great way to set your company or project apart from the competition, showing that you are a forward-thinking, modern organization. Plus, it can refresh your social media presence, just like I did with my character Relina. Check out my Instagram and TikTok links in a video description below. First, decide what kind of character you want, male, female, anime or photorealistic. Think about their face, hair color, body type, style and how they will be presented themselves. In this video, I'll focus on creating a photorealistic character like Relina. In my case, I wanted to make a stunning 30 years old female from Ukraine. She loves tech business, shopping in downtown, but at the same time she enjoys yoga and be for some extent a spiritual person. The approximate brands she can work with are e-commerce companies, brands, software products, venues and events. Now let's create an AI character itself. You'll need one or two core images of your influencer for face swaps. I'll show you how to start with a raw version of your character using the platform TensorArt. Here is the tricky part. You need to find free neural network AI models that offer the best performance. Some models on these platforms require attribution and others, like Flux, might even cost money. In fact, the best models often come with stricter conditions, so it's important to do your own research. Don't try to deceive the system. Respecting the terms and efforts of creators in the industry is a key. For this example, I'll use the Cyber-Realistic Classic Checkpoint, which creates photorealistic images of people and can be used without attribution. Checkpoint means the type of AI model that is still ongoing, so it's in the middle of the training. Aside of that, you can check out the models and their terms on the Civit AI website. It's also a great place to see examples of work created with these models. Additionally, I'll use a LoRa called Realistic Absolute Reality Mix LoRa, which is free for commercial use and requires no attribution. LoRa's are specialized AI models that enhance specific parts of your image, like hair, eyes, or skin. They can be also used to add effects such as a cinematic look or darker tones. I remind that we are in a stable diffusion ecosystem and this is a text-to-image generation interface, a high time to enter your prompt. If you don't know how to make prompts, just navigate via images in TensorArt or Civit AI platforms and see what people do there in a prompt section. In a settings, choose the sampling method, play around, but I recommend DPM++ to mKeras. The CFG scale should be between 6 and 12, better around 9. Seed 55 is just a unique identifier of your character. You probably don't need anything else in this setting, so choose. The number of generation images in this batch is 2 maximum in a free version of TensorArt and click generate. That's all. I really like the lady, she really looks awesome, so the checkpoint works really great. So the details, the realism, but I see a little bit of strabismus in her eyes, so I will make additional change in a negative section of a prompt indicating strabismus. I need to add here that you don't need to pay attention to the negative section at first and use it later to meet errors and mistakes and whatever you want to change. I'm regenerating again, let's see the result. So after regeneration we have a few batches of faces where we can choose the best suitable photos for our face swap. Let it be this one. So I really like it, the details are great, and maybe the second one Okay, this one is also perfect. So we have two photos that we can use for the swap. Let's move to the next stage. Your next big task would be to generate several photos, better realistic one in different scenarios for your character, different landscapes, clothing, outfit, situations, cases, and so on. Just try to make them photorealistic as possible, but they can be also anime-like. So you see that the bottom one more like imaginary, not so photorealistic. So it's a less perfect example. Avoid the generation of hands and feet because it's difficult for the neural network. It's always a problem. We are back to another software which is a stable diffusion interface called Automatic 1111. This is a more robust software with better functionality, so it will produce better quality in comparison to TensorArt. Find the model that you used before Cyberrealism and now go to extension section to install one more extension which is a face swapping software called Roop. Find Roop in Google and choose the upper GitHub link, and in a green button you will see the link. Copy it and paste back to the installation window. Install this extension and click apply and quit. This software will ensure, so it's now appearing in our interface, it was not available before. It will ensure that the high quality face swap drop the image of the face that we produced before in TensorArt. Click enable, don't forget this, and we are in a image to image generation section of Automatic 1111. Drop an image of the second image of the case that you want to make in a better quality. Put your prompt and check again the AI model. Now we go to settings. Here we choose 40 steps for the sampling, keras for the sampling method. What else? Don't forget to click the size of the image, this button, because it will ensure that you have the same size of the final image as the source image. Batch level 4 means 4 images. CFG should be not too much, like 8, 9. The noise and strength, be careful with that. It should be between 50 and 60. It means it won't amend your image a lot because you don't need any changes. You need just the same looking image. If you put the noise and strength to 8, for example, it will definitely produce you a lot of different things. Click generate and that's it. Until we wait for the images to generate, I will show you how to install additional LoRa's and checkpoints to your Automatic 1111 software. Go to Civit AI and choose the model you want to install, for example this one. Copy the link in a download blue button. Return back and in the right sidebar choose 3 dots, toggle shell. In a shell, apply the code that I'm writing on a screen together with a link. This will install in a background the LoRa to your Automatic 1111. You will then find it in a directory or in this section, LoRa section of text to image generation. It may be glitchy, so it may not appear immediately, but still you can find it here, all the checkpoints and installed items. In the meantime, let's check our photo. So we have the first image ready. So that's it. That's the final result of our work. Let's have a look on this in a closed window. I will put additionally the face and a previous raw image to compare, and what we can see here, it really looks great. So the details, the colors, it's really awesome hair, skin, and it's pretty the same pose and the same girl as we initially made. Friends, if you enjoyed my video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, ask your questions in comments, and I kindly ask to check the sponsor of this video in the description section below. It will help me to maintain my work. Thanks and have a nice day ahead.